This is the Brookhaven map we all know and love. But have you ever wondered what the Brookhaven map would look in tons of different countries? So that is why in today's video, I will be exploring a bunch of different maps from different countries and continents. Before we start, I gotta switch up my outfit to fit the theme a little bit better. I'm from the United Kingdom, so let me find a bunch of items I can wear that showcases my country. Here we go, that's a lot better. I got a good old British flag on my back along with a British bucket hat and some cute British bows. Before I explore all of these different countries, I want to show you guys how we can make regular old Brookhaven look foreign. If we go to the map things right here, you can see there's a Japanese option we can choose. Once we select this, our map literally turns into a Japanese Brookhaven. Look how cool this looks. We can see there's a bunch of really tall buildings added, and there's Japanese writing all over the walls. By the spawn, it looks like we have this Japanese shelter area. I'm not sure what you call them, but here's a picture of what they look like. Even the builds have some modifications to them. The hospital doesn't actually say St. Luke's anymore, it instead is Japanese letters. If you guys didn't know, we can also spawn Japanese cars in Brookhaven, but some of them require us to own the vehicle Game Pass. This car right here is the Nissan GTR, and everyone knows this car for being super fast in Japanese. In order to view the Japanese Brookhaven, we need the Brookhaven's themes Game Pass, but it's really not expensive, so it might be cool for you guys to check out. The first Brookhaven I want to show you guys is the Brookhaven based off the country Turkey. If you guys didn't know, Turkey is a super big country in the south of Europe and Asia next to Syria and Cyprus. Roblox actually got banned in Turkey not too long ago, so it'll be interesting to see how this copy turns out. As we load into the game, you can see some things are pretty similar to the original Brookhaven. It seems like we are in a park with these strange sign that tells us to buy special cars. We are not buying that. The cars look a lot different to what we are used to, but in my opinion, some of them actually look way better. Look at how easy this thing is to drift. I should be in the next Fast and Furious movie. Dude, this guy just crashed into me. Let's go catch him. Take that, bozo. I don't think we can actually spawn in our own houses. We just have to stick to whatever we already have in the game for us. It looks like this car right here is a popular car we can find in Turkey. I never seen this car in my life. The grocery store is full of Turkish foods. It looks like we got some Turkish chocolate and other goodies we can choose from. Of course, we got our good old chips that we can actually eat. I'm pretty sure this is the Turkish bank. Can we rob this bank? I can't see any bomb in our inventory, so I don't think so. One thing that should really be added to Brookhaven is our very own dealership. As you can see, the dealership on here looks really cool. I think it will look a lot cooler on Brookhaven. Maybe we'll see that on another update. It looks like this Turkish Brookhaven also has a farm just like the original Brookhaven. Wait, this farm actually has animals. We have chickens and horses here. That's so cool. The next Brookhaven I want to try out is this Arabian Brookhaven right here. I'm sure all you have seen this game before, but this Brookhaven allows us to spawn a bunch cool cars that aren't even in the real Brookhaven. We can also glitch our car to go super fast if any of you wanted to see that. This thing is so hard to control. Goddamn. It also looks like in this Arabian Brookhaven, there's a bunch of Arabian buildings around the map, which is pretty cool to see. The one thing I love about this copy is that we can actually spawn the same exact houses that inside of original Brookhaven for free. But it looks like we can't actually use any furniture in the houses. But we can actually sit down on these sofas, which is really cool. And it also looks like we can spawn this premium house right here. For some reason, every Brookhaven copy has this house. But I'm not complaining, because this is literally the best premium house you can get in Brookhaven. The house looks literally the exact same as Brookhaven. It almost feels like I'm actually playing the real Brookhaven. The one thing Brookhaven does need to add though, are longer gas station, because the one we have currently absolutely sucks. It looks like we can't actually use any of these gas pumps to fill up our car, which sucks because it would be cool if we could. This Brookhaven copy also has a payment area where we can pay for our imaginary gas, and it also looks like they have a food section where we can get some Doritos. It looks like this Brookhaven copy also has the same airport as the original Brookhaven, but for some reason it doesn't let us grab the suitcase. These escalator things also work, and the plane looks the exact same as the one in Brookhaven. And as expected, we can't even fly the plane. Does this button work? I guess not. That sucks, because in the actual Brookhaven, it would fling us to the top of the map. I give this Brookhaven copy a solid 9 out of 10, because it looks exactly like the real, but with different textures. Now, this next Brookhaven I want to try out is this Spanish Brookhaven called Latino Haven. Once we join this game, you can see it's pretty similar to Brookhaven. Bruh. Walking around this map feels like we are walking around the actual Brookhaven, but for some reason these roads are brown and dirty. And there's also random buildings around this area, which is quite strange. And they also have a football pitch right here where we can play football. That's so cool. I rate this Brookhaven a solid 3 out of 10. Not bad. For this next Brookhaven, it looks like we are trying out an Uzbekistan version. Loading into the game, you can see it looks nothing like Brookhaven. I don't even know where to go. It looks like there's a golden guy riding a golden horse. I'm not too sure what this is meant to be, but let me know in the comments if you know. It looks like there's a Christmas festival right here. Bro, it's not even Christmas anymore. But anyways, walking around feels relaxing, but the map is kinda outdated. There's even snowmans around this map. How strange is that? I've been trying to get inside this building here, but I can't seem to get it, which is kinda strange. Let's just skip that part for now. We also have snowballs. That's really cool. Let's see if this sign works. perfect. I guess not. Overall, I rate this copy a 1 out of 10. It would have been a 0 out of 10, but the graphics are kinda good. But that's really all I have for you guys in this video. I apologize, it was a really short video, but most of the Brookhaven maps I wanted to try out got deleted. But if you did enjoy this video, subscribe and I will make more of these. Bye, guys.